Hey there, be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Good morning, crypto friends. How we doing out there for this Tuesday? May the 4th be with you. Pretty good day out there. As we mentioned, the Doge is on fire. Elon Musk's going to be on Saturday Night Live coming up, so there's big anticipation he's going to plug the Doge on the show. So let's look at the charts. We're looking here at BTC USD. Let me make one adjustment here. Got big echo going on. There we go. Way better. Sorry about that. Okay. We went up, met resistance as we had charted up there, the 58,924. Came back down. Nice bounce off this 100-day moving average and climbing our way back through. So we'll readjust that stop loss. Don't know how that got there. And then looking at that support to hold down at the 54,716.31. And going to have resistance now coming back through these moving averages. So first stop is going to be on this previous high at 56,415.15. Moving on to Ethereum. Got itself up there, made itself an all-time high again. Folks are saying that Ethereum's going to hit 10K before Bitcoin hits 100K. What do you think out there? Leave me some comments in the chat or in the comment section. I kind of believe it. So let's look at support at 3175.61 and resistance up here on this double topper at I've got it marked at the all-time high, which is the all-time high. The exact number is 3457.75. I'll adjust that. I'm running a little behind, so I'm going to just keep on trucking. Just keep those stop losses up in there nice and tight. I'm still in this one, so I'm going to keep mine up here just beneath that little candle wick right there. So let's move on to BNB USD. Same thing, getting up there, making all-time highs. So nice bounce off this 26-day moving average. So the moving averages are still in good shape here for BNB. And looking to close above this 12-day. So got support sitting down at the 626.40. Barely got that number out of my mouth. And resistance up at the 666.98. Let's look at Cardano ADA USD. Support down to 1.279 and 1.355 is your resistance level. Cardano getting into we re-entered this trade. So we're just getting out of the buy target there. So keep that in mind. And we'll have our eyes on Cardano. Looking over to PolkaDot. Trying to go red to green. Had a good bounce. Didn't get all the way down to the 100-day moving average. So just kind of followed the other coins up off the other bounces. Support 35.12, resistance 37.45. Looking at the Doge, almost hitting at 0.50. And so looking at support up at the 0.4737 and resistance 0.4935. The only thing is, that's all we're going to see on any chat or any comment section is talk about the Doge. That's okay. Let's move on to LTC USD. Time to shine for Litecoin. Nice little pop up there and with good bounce right off this 26-day moving average. So we're up at support setting 304.62 and resistance climbing up into the all-time highs 329.60. I would keep my stop losses very tight here because we may give some of this back. So fingers crossed that doesn't happen. Moving on to LNK USD. Chainlink. Got through that 26-day moving average, but managed to bounce along with the others. So support 41.20, resistance 42.68. And moving on to XLM USD Stellar, we have support down at the 0.517 and resistance up at the 0.542. Look at Vechain VET USD. Support will adjust that. There we go. 0.1898 and 0.2155 as a public service announcement. I did remove the Vechain token from the watch list. It was just going nowhere. I'll just keep an eye on it, but no sense charting it for a while until it comes alive. So we'll move on to FILUSD. Good bounce off the 100-day. So we'll have support just beneath it at the 151.042, and resistance is going to be right there on that previous high at the 160.29. Moving on to Storj, STORJ USD. Support 1.90 and resistance 2.106 for the Storj. Moving on to IOTA, Internet of Things. We have support off the bounce 1.898, resistance 2.041, and you're going to have all these moving averages to climb through, so a little bit of difficulty here. We'll see how things play out. Moving on to COMP. Doing some consolidation up here, healthy consolidation. Moving averages still in good shape. We have support at the 795.840 and resistance at the 830.06 for comp. Let's look at everything needs attention like basic attention coin. 1.20 is your support. Bounce off the 100-day, and resistance is going to be difficult getting through these moving averages, so we'll look down below there on that previous high down there. 1.25 is what you're looking for this to get through for continuation. Moving on to ETC, Ethereum Classic, got up there and made itself an all-time high. And support 49.068 and resistance 55.415. 55.927 the all-time high. Moving on to MANA, MANA-USD. Support 1.2913, resistance 1.36. Looks like we rejected the first go at it, so climbing up through it again. Moving on to ZIL-USD. Support at the 0.1960. I'm sorry, check that, 19640. And resistance 2.2095. Man, I need some coffee this morning. Moving on to NU-USD. We have support at the 0.4854, resistance at the 0.5180. And NMR-USD going red to green. And getting back through this candle, we sold all the way down. And so the support at the 66.936 and resistance at the 73.01. Volume's coming back in, so watch NMR. Moving on to the graph token, GRT USD. Support laying at the 1.488 and resistance 1.586. Got these moving averages. We didn't close above the 100-day, which is on a steady climb down, so watch out for that. Moving on to UNI, USD, Uniswap. Holding support there at the 41.42 and resistance. Let's readjust that. There we go. Makes that 43.28. Moving on to AAVE, USD. And where are we at? Gotta be right on that support there. Yeah, the 500. Yeah, plugging away right here on that $500 mark. So support at the 500.83 and resistance climbing up through 527.362. Moving on. You'll also notice that I eliminated NEM from the list. Just like the other, it was not doing anything, so really doesn't make sense to chart it. So there's your public service announcement. So MKR getting up there, making himself an all-time high at the 6391.78. And now your resistance level just underneath there. You can imagine it's going to be right there in that region. Let's switch over and see if we can pinpoint it. There it is. On the 1 hour or so. Resistance up at the 6010.558. And resistance at the 5325.82. Moving on to audio into some of these NFTs. I don't know why it did not save all of my charting I did this morning. Audio support 2.403. And resistance on the climb back through is going to encounter that once we get above this 26 day. So resistance 2.60. Moving on to CHZ USD. Hang in there, folks. We're almost through this. Getting down there close to that stop loss. So we'll move that down. There's your support level, 0.47944. And resistance climbing back away through there. It's going to be 0.516. Then watch for these moving averages to become resistance as well. Theta USD THETA. THE, yeah, that didn't sound right for some reason. Okay. All right, support down there at the 10.50 round psychological, and resistance up there. Trying to get through, retest at 11.22. Couple more to go here. ENJ USD. So ENJ USD support down there. Pardon me. 2.374. And resistance gonna be 2.644. Rounding up and ending up with ONE USD. Harmony 1. We have support. Did have to come all the way down to that 100-day moving average. So we got the 0.1295 and resistance up there. Climbing back through. 0.1389. We'll have a look at Bitcoin dominance, BTC.D, dropping off a little bit more, little by little, as a lot of money going into the altcoin space. So Bitcoin dominance down about 0.5% at 47.06. And looking at total crypto market cap, slightly down off the all-time high up there, 2,231 billion. Well, folks, that does it for me for this morning. I appreciate you stopping by. Hit that like button, subscribe, do all those things folks on YouTube tell you to do, except offer you financial advice, right? So be safe out there. We'll see you later on. Have a great day.